They're ready for the kickoff. Jason Patton, number 10, will do the booting for the Lawrence Lions as we're just about set to get underway for 48 minutes of championship football for the second year in a row. As Manhattan has defeated and a low squibbling kick, it is fumbled and it is down at about the 37-yard line as the young man falling on the ball will pick up his number as he goes back into the huddle for the Manhattan Indians. An up man, and they're getting the position of it. It'll be at the 37-yard line.
36-yard line by number 85, Mike Coleman.
Well, Mike Coleman comes up with it, and we're ready to go for the first offensive play of the state championship game. Split backfield for Roy Stone, the junior, and it's a handoff across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier number 44.
Carrying up Wilson, the 175-pound senior, picks up some good yardage across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It'll bring up second down and about 5 yards to go. Just underway, the state championship game, 1988, as a big crowd of Lawrence Rooters on the far side, the Manhattan Rooters here on the near side. A split man here comes to the near side. And it's a handoff, and it's across the 45-yard line near the first down territory goes Maurice Benson, the 180-pound senior. And let's see where they mark that football, whether it'll be a first down. The referee, Rod McMaster, is the referee for today's state championship game. And they say it's just shy. It'll be third down and short yardage to go for Lou Lane, Manhattan Indians, trying to cap a perfect year and win the state championship for the first time in 6A competition for the Manhattan Indians. Roy Stone, the 160-pound junior, takes the snap, gives it to Benson. Benson is hammered down as he gets to about the 47-yard line. And it's going to be very close to the first down yardage. We'll see if they mark it for a first down. Are they going to have the chains come in? Clock stops, 10 minutes, 34 seconds to play here in the opening quarter of the 6A state championship game. Lou Lane said that this would be a tough battle here this afternoon. Same with Bill Freeman. They put the yard marker down, and they are still eyeing it. And it looks like it's about a couple of inches shy of a first down. So a big decision by Lou Lane early in the state championship game. The ball is outside, and it looks like he's going to punt the ball away, and the Lawrence Lions fans love it on the far side. Lou Lane not gambling at all here on this overcast, cloudy state championship day here in Lawrence. Scott Stinneman to kick it away as he's standing back at his 33-yard line.
Number 83, Sean Stewart.
Sean Stewart, they're ready to get the kick away. Here's the snap. And a good rush and a good boot drives the, fumbles it back at around the 12-yard line, a 17-yard line, and knocked down and recovers it back there. Coming up with the Charlie Bowen.
Flag down on the field.
And so the first flag of the state championship game.
Was a 39-yard punt.
39 yards on the punt for Manhattan, and we'll see who they talk this over. And if it's against the Lions, Manhattan might get possession of the ball back. Let's see what this is. The official indication is personal foul against the Lawrence Lions. And apparently that happened after the reception of the punt, and that's going to move them back inside the 10-yard line. So pushing them way back will be Manhattan. And here comes the mark-off. And they're going to place the ball at the 9-yard line. The ball is on the 9-yard line for the first possession, as Manhattan's first possession started at their 36-yard line. So the first possession of the Lawrence Lions at the 9-yard line. Manhattan's defense, one of the top in the state all year long. The quarterback, Greg Ballard, 180-pound senior. As the Lawrence Lions out, the official retreats and gets his flag, and we're just about ready for the Lions' first possession. They won their last two state championships. They've only lost 2 times to the Manhattan Indians since World War II. I formation, handoff, first ball carrier across the 10-yard line, Gets out to about the 12-yard line on a simple dive play.
By number 79, Scott Marshall.
Coming up with the first ball carrier for the Lawrence Lions is Howard Harris, the fullback, number 49. And he picks up yardage outside the 10 up near the 12-yard line. In the I formation, Ballard, the quarterback, looks over the defense of the Indians, and now somebody jumped and a flag has been thrown, so the Lions could be penalized twice here in the early going. Offside Lions, that'll cost them, and it'll bring up second down and long yardage to go for the Lawrence Lions as they were penalized 15 yards, half the distance to the goal line to start this series. So the official moves the ball back inside the 10-yard line, and they spot that ball at the, looks like the 7-yard line. A little bit of a drizzle going on here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium. Just underway, State 6A Championship. Bill Sellers on hand from Lawrence. And here's the first give to the option play, and the second give was the quarterback who gave up the ball, Ballard, and he's knocked for a loss. Back to the... So Greg Wilson coming up with a fine defensive stop and moves the ball back to about the 6-yard line. So Lawrence having some trouble against this outstanding defense of the Manhattan Indians. And it'll bring up third down and 23 yards to go for a first down, 9 minutes, 11 seconds. If Manhattan can hold them here, they might try the quick kick. Let's see. Manhattan is trying. That is, the quick kick is going to be handled. It's up the field and taken at the 45-yard line. Trying to get to the outside, to the 40, to the 35, and knocked out of bounds. And Manhattan was ready for it as carrying the ball back for the Manhattan Indians. Tom Thamert, 180-pound senior, and great field position for the Manhattan Indians. We have no score. We're in the early going of the first quarter. Roy Storyman is the quarterback. Doug Klinger, the 200-pound senior, is the center. And he goes out over that ball first. They have flankers right and left. Here to the near side comes Jason Gallagher. And it's a handoff straight up the middle to the running back. Takes it. Wilson takes the ball up to about the 32-yard line. And so Manhattan, excellent field position on two big penalties against the Lawrence Lions. They're in the dark uniforms here this morning and this afternoon. It's the morning of the start of this state championship game. Both ends in tight this time. Split backfield for Stone. Looks over the defense, takes a snap, and now we have another penalty flag. So right now, the top two teams in 6A having their problems here with some penalties in this opening first quarter of action. Illegal procedure will be against Manhattan, and that will cost them 5 yards. So the Manhattan Indians, who took the quick kick on third down from the Lawrence Lions, as Tom Thamer went back and fielded the ball at the 45-yard line, picked up 5 yards on the return, and now a legal procedure has cost the Manhattan Indians, and the ball will be at the 36.5-yard line. It'll be second down and 13 yards to go. Clock goes again. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rolling out of Stone, looking, has a man open, incomplete, and low and outside on the throw at the 30-yard line. So Mike Coleman, the 180-pound senior, the intended receiver, good defense over there by the Lawrence Lions as the pass was low and onto the outside. Coming up, Charlie Bowen, the 170-pound senior out there at the defensive secondary on the corner for the Lawrence Lions. Into the lineup for the Lawrence Lions, bringing in the play, for the Manhattan Indians, comes Toby Marks, 170-pound senior. So Marks is in the ball game. Split backfield, flanker, Marks way over to the far side. Fake, handoff, Stone rolling, being harassed, rolls out to the far side. Stone's going to keep it. He tries, and he is hammered down at about the 37-yard line. And the Lawrence Lions love that defense as the Lions stuff Stone. And so it'll bring up a long, as they mark that ball, still at about the 37-yard line. So Stone loses about a half a yard on the play. Bill Freeman over there talking to the officials on the sideline. Lou Lane sitting in his kicking team as coming in for the Manhattan Indians. Sean Stewart, the 180-pound senior, at the 50-yard line. And a real rush on him. And a penalty flag for roughing the kicker. The ball is into the end zone and new life. And the Lions are making some big, costly errors as a roughing the kicker on Stewart. And so it'll be a first down for the Manhattan Indians. As the ball was into the end zone, it would have been Lawrence's ball at the 20-yard line. So Lawrence, here in the opening going to the ball game, has had 3 big penalties that have hurt him. They haven't given up any points yet, but it's really hurt them here in the early going, and this one is the biggest of them all so far. A 15-yarder for roughing the kicker, and they're going to mark the yardage off, and of course they mark it off from the line of scrimmage, not where the kicker was hit, and that ball's marched inside the 25-yard line, and it's all the way down to the 21-yard line. They mark it at the 22. First down and 10 yards to go for the Indians. As we mentioned at the top of the ball game, the Manhattan Indians have defeated Lawrence in 1943 and 1961. They have not defeated Lawrence since 1961. The Lions lead the series 38-9. Inside the 20-yard line goes Wilson as he gets inside that 20-yard line. So field position and opportunity as what the Manhattan Indians have had here in the first quarter of action. Clock ticking, 7 minutes and exactly the play here in the first quarter. Only one possession, and that was only 3 plays and a quick kick for the Lawrence Lions. And field position in a state championship game, as rugged as these two football teams are, is very important. Now there's a handoff and a penalty flag, and it looks like one of the running backs for Manhattan jumped too soon as Wilson takes it down and hammered at the 15-yard line. But this will cost the Manhattan Indians, and it is illegal motion against Manhattan in the white jerseys here with the blue trim. Overcast day, Memorial Stadium, University of Kansas. The 6A state championship game as they're talking to the Lawrence captain, and they'll move the ball back. Lawrence coming in here with a 8-0 win last weekend in the semifinals in a hard-fought win over Shawnee Mission East. And where Manhattan had 14-0 lead at halftime and then hung on to defeat Dodge City, which was ranked number 1 in the state all year long. Maurice Benson had 105 yards rushing. Here's a pitch here out to the outside. Going to the 20-yard line. Down to the 15-yard line goes Wilson. Fine run by Greg Wilson, the 175-pound senior, as he gets out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. So it'll be third down for the Indians. Roy Stone looks over at Lou Lane and the coaching staff, which have been together a long, long time for Manhattan High School. Same for the Lawrence Lions. Into the ball game for the Manhattan Indians with the play comes Toby Marks, the 170-pound senior. And now a timeout has been called. Timeout by the Manhattan Indians. It comes with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. The score, the Lawrence Lions nothing and the Manhattan Indians nothing. We'll be back in a moment.
Remembering your team's participation in the Kansas High School State Football third level as well. First aid station is located in the southwest corner of the stadium at the Douglas County Paramedic Unit.
Backfield. Stone, quarterback sneak. He's got the first down to the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal to go for the Indians here in the first quarter of the 6A state championship game. Coming in with the next play from Coach Lou Lane is Bruce Brose, the 155-pound senior. And let's see where they mark that football. Is just right at the 10-yard line. And so it'll be first and goal to go. Stone rolls out on an option play. Needs a block. Hemmed in and knocked down at the 10-yard line. Fine defensive play, but a Lawrence Lion is coming. Fine defensive play. Brings him down at the 10-yard line. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. On the far hash mark this time. Roy Stone, as in comes with the play, is Toby Marks, the 170-pound senior, the messenger from Coach Lou Lane. White-clad Indians at the 10-yard line, taking a lot of time. They'll have to get this play off in a hurry. Both ends in tight. Here's a handoff. It's to Wilson. He's to the 5-yard line. Wilson brings up a big play. 3rd and 5 at the 5-yard line for the senior.
Third down and
Marks comes out. Lou Lane and his coaching staff with a very important 3rd down and goal play. As into the ball game comes Brose with the call to Roy Stone, the 160-pound junior. Clock running, 5 minutes and 8 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 3rd down and goal. It's a handoff to Benson. Benson box. Touchdown, Manhattan. Benson goes off the right side for 5 yards and a touchdown with 5 minutes and 1 second to play. Benson on a 5-yard run for the touchdown. It was field position, and it is 6-0. As coming in to do the extra point will be Lee Wood, 145-pound junior. Here's the snap. The ball is kicked. The kick is up. The kick is no good. It is wide to the left. Timeout on the field with 5:01 to play in the first quarter in the state championship game. It's the Manhattan Indians 6, the Lawrence Lions nothing. We'll be back with a kickoff in a minute.
by the Indians. Time of possession, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Deep for the Lions to receive the kick, number 22, Charlie Paul.
Back at Lawrence Memorial Stadium, the University of Kansas. The Manhattan Indians have struck first on a drive from from the Lawrence 35-yard line. Stewart to do the kicking, comes forward, and an end-over-end kick is taken by Bowen at the 17-yard line, breaks through, needs a block, gets across to the 39-yard line. So the second possession for the Lawrence Lions as Charlie Bowen, the hero of the state championship game last year when he intercepted a pass in the late going in the fourth quarter and ran it in for a touchdown as Lawrence won that ball game 17-12 in Manhattan last year at KSU Stadium. So for the second time in a ball game, the Lions have the ball. Ballard brings his power I formation out. Here's a handoff and stuffed at the line of scrimmage. So Kimball, the 175-pound senior who was held out of action last week with an injury. Scott Marshall with the stop for the Manhattan Indians. The ball at the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Manhattan leading 6-0. And now an official timeout for something here. We'll wait and see what this is all about as the ball's at the 41-yard line. Everybody seems to be in order now as Charlie Bowen comes back into the lineup for the Lawrence Lions, along with Mickey Kimball, the 175-pound senior, in that power I formation. Greg Ballard takes the snap. Here's the handoff, and hit once, hit twice, and Bowen's going to go nowhere at about the 43-yard line. The interior of that Manhattan line right there to meet him.
Tackle made by number 69, Blake Couch.
Blake Kaus, the 185-pound senior, with the stop for the Manhattan Indians. Bill Stellard on hand here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Kansas, site of the 6A state championship game, 1988. 3 minutes, 49 seconds to play in the first quarter. Third down, split backfield this time for the Lawrence Lions. Ballard has it slanted here to the near side. Takes a snap, quick pitch, trying to get on the outside. A great defensive play at the 39-yard line. Big stop by Manhattan as blowing through there to make the fine stop. What an outstanding defensive play. Brandon Grubbs, the 225-pound senior. Grubbs with a big stop, and once again, Lawrence is shut down. They'll have to punt the ball. Here's the snap, no rush, and the kick is coming downfield and taken at the 25-yard line. Oh, the slick turf cost the Manhattan Indians at that time as Tom Thamer slips and falls at the 28-yard line. So right now, only 7 plays for the Lawrence Lions here in the first quarter of football action as they have been stuffed by this outstanding defense. They got themselves in a hole with penalties on the first series of plays and had the quick kick from their end zone on third down. Roy Stone is the quarterback, split backfield, and it's a handoff. Trying to bounce out to the outside and hemmed in and knocked down. Fine defensive pursuit by the Lawrence Lions as trying to go to the outside. Was the ball carrier, Thomas Randolph, the 160-pound senior, and he gets no gain. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lawrence is trailing in this ball game to the Manhattan Indians 6-0. Coach Lou Lane prepared his ball club well. They've had an outstanding defensive year, and they've shown it so far in the early going here in the first quarter. Here's a handoff to the running back up the middle, up to the 35-yard line. Fine running.
Number 36, the ball carrier, Tony Burnett.
Tony Burnett, a lot of running backs carry that ball for the Manhattan Indians as Tony Burnett carries the football.
Gain of 8 on the play.
8-yard pickup for Burnett.
Indians 36-yard line.
Stone, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off to Burnett, and he's knocked down short of the first down. And it looks like that the Manhattan Indians will play for field of position once again and kick the football away on fourth down. In comes the kicking team.
4th and 2 at the 36.
Going back to do the punting. The ball is going to be at the 36-yard line. Bowen back for Lawrence. The punter, John Stewart, 180-pound senior, takes the snap. Here's the rush. And it's a high kick coming upfield. A fair catch signaled for by Bowen at the 31-yard line. And so Bowen has the ball at the 31-yard line in the third possession here in the first quarter for the Lawrence Lions. They trail 6-0. As we change the chains and get ready for the third possession of the Lawrence Lions, they trail in the ball game by a score of 6-0. Coming on a 5-yard run by Maurice Benson with 5:01 to play here in the first quarter. The kick, which could be a factor here, you never know, was wide to the left. A man in motion coming here to the near side for the Lawrence Lions. And now we have somebody jumping, and Manhattan is pointing toward Lawrence. And they're going to move that football back. And Lawrence has been hurt by penalties, illegal procedure. That's their fourth penalty here in the first quarter alone, as they have had a roughing the kicker, they've had a personal foul, and now they've had 2 procedure penalties, and the yardage is starting to mount up and hurt the Lawrence Lions. A slight breeze coming out of the north here this morning. So Lawrence trying to overcome some real adversity here in the first quarter. Ballard, the quarterback, man in motion, comes here to the near side of the field. Long count. Here's the snap. Ballard fakes once, rolls out the throw. Fires out in the flats, got a man wide open. He's at the 32-yard line. There's a nice catch out here by Mickey Kimball. Kimball comes down here to the near side. Rossi comes up with the stop for the Manhattan Indians. So the first completed pass of the 1988 state championship game goes from Ballard to Kimball. So it'll be second down and 9 yards to go. Pickup of 6 yards on the play. The ball's going to be at the 33-yard line. Lions break huddle. Garrett is the senior center. Snap goes. It's taken. Bowen tries to get out, and he is just buried by white-clad jerseys back at the 30-yard line. So Charlie Bowen having a rough go here in the first quarter as this outstanding defensive line and secondary has hurt the Lions, and along with their penalties. And that should be the last play of the first quarter. The score after 1 in the state championship game here in Lawrence is Manhattan 6, Lawrence nothing. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter in a moment. Third down and 12 yards to go. Bill Stellar back at Lawrence Memorial Stadium. Here we go with only one man back. Ballard rolls, fires into the flats, got a man wide open, incomplete.
Ballard's pass intended for number 80, Jason Blasnap, incomplete
Jason Glassnap, 165-pound senior, couldn't come up with it, and once again the defense has come to the occasion for the Manhattan Indians. And Tom Tamer, along with Maurice Benson, back at the 30-yard line to take the kick from Lawrence. Manhattan digging in once again. And we're going to get possession of the football. Here's the nice spiraling snap, a low end-over-end kick. Comes upfield, bounces inside the 30, and continues to roll down to about the 27-yard line. It'll be down by the Lawrence Lions, and that's where Manhattan will get their hands on the football. First down and 10 yards to go for the Manhattan Indians. They're enjoying a 6-0 lead, and they have that slight wind out of the north to their back here in the second quarter of football action. Just underway, 6-0, the Manhattan Indians. And Roy Stone getting the play is going to have to hustle as gives the play quickly, yells it to his players that seem to almost know what it was. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff. And so Wilson, the ball carrier, takes it to about the 27, 28-yard line. They give him forward progress. Into the ball game right now for the 6A runner-ups of a year ago comes Jared Meek, 165-pound senior, into the ball game. Here's the snap, the pitch to the backfield of the 30, out to the 35, still on his feet, and gets across to the 36-yard line. Carrying the football is Maurice Benson, the 180-pound senior, took the pitch from Stone and picks up good yardage, and so now it'll be third down and short yardage to go for the Indians of Manhattan High School, leading 6-0, 10 minutes, 35 seconds to play here in the first half of football action at KU's Memorial Stadium. Cloudy, overcast day, drizzly rain. Forecast is not going to be much better later this afternoon with snow coming into the area. Flanker comes here to the near side. Third and short, split backfield for Stone. Here's a snap, and off the far side, very close to the first down. Carrying the football goes Greg Wilson, the 175-pounder. Lawrence Lions giving a big roar, said he was knocked down short of that first down. We'll wait and see. They haven't moved the change yet. And it is a first down. A first down for the, that's what the Lions were yelling about. They thought there was a fumble on the play. But that is not the case. Into the Manhattan Indian lineup comes Bruce Gross. Gross, 155-pound senior with the play. And he's going to be flanked out here to the near side. Both ends in tight for the Manhattan Indians. First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Here's a handoff, good opening, and there goes Benson squirting through up to the 43-yard line. Manhattan keeping it on the ground, has the wind at their back, and a 6-0 lead in their pocket right now in this state championship game. 9 minutes, 41 seconds to play here in the first half as the players continue to run in and out the messenger service for the Manhattan Indians as Toby Marks, the 170-pound senior, comes into the ball game, gives the play to Roy Stone, the 160-pound junior, and the flanker goes far to the left side. Here the ball in the near hash mark. Hand off. Round comes. Bouncing off is Benson. He's hit hard as he gets to about the 46-yard line. So Benson gets to the 46-yard line, and it's going to bring up third down and about 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2 for the Indians of Manhattan High School, leading by a score of 6-0. As in comes the play from Brose. And he's going to be, he just goes right on and saunters on out to the far left side. The ball here on the near hash mark. Here's the snap, and it's a handoff, and it's very close. Bang, down hard by the Lawrence Lions. And it's going to be real close for Benson. I don't know if he got it. And it could bring up fourth down and a punting situation for the Manhattan Indians. The official indicates that it's going to be spotted, and they're going to bring in the change to see if it is a first down or not. Official marks the ball just. So Lou Lane is going to throw the dice here. Manhattan fans standing and roaring at the 48-yard line. Big play. And now Stone takes a very long count, and I think they're going to take a delay of game. He's still looking, and they are going to take a delay of game, and apparently that's what their strategy is. Lawrence Lions are not moving. Stone takes plenty of time, and there comes the flag. And the Lawrence Lions fans go crazy on the far side. Lou Lane wanted to draw him offside. Lawrence wouldn't go, and Lawrence is going to get the football. So, the ball is going to be back. He's just going to try it. He figured 5 yards is not that much difference with his outstanding defense. And so, back goes Bowen. Stewart comes in to punt the ball. Standing back at his 30-yard line. Nice snap. Big rush. Got it away. Upfield it comes, and Bowen is knocked down at the 34-yard line. So Lawrence gets the ball. On a drizzly, rainy day now, as the rain's starting to pick up here a little bit at Lawrence Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Kansas. So a good defensive stand that time by the Lawrence Lions. And they have their possession of the football, go into this wind coming out of the north as they break huddle. Mark Garrett, the 90-pound senior center, over the football. Power eye or split backfield. Hand off, goes to Bowen. Bowen bounces off twice, three. Great effort up to about the 37-yard line. Charlie Bowen, a 170-pound senior, knows what this state championship game is all about, being a hero last year in Manhattan, and he comes to play. Lots of substitution by these state championship caliber football teams. The tight end on the far side, Dennis Hickey. The snap, quick pitch to Bowen. Bowen tries to get inside, good block, and he's knocked down at the 39-yard line. A quick pitch to Charlie Bowen, trying to get out to the right side. Dennis Hickey, 185-pound senior. And so Grubbs comes up with a big defensive stop. He's had an outstanding senior year. So Ballard looks in to coach Bill Freeman. The ball at the 39-yard line, 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Rain picking up here in the state championship game. Unbalanced line, and it's a handoff. Bucking his way, lunging and short, and a penalty flag is down.
Number 28, Harold Harris, the ball carrier. Flag down on the play.
Harold Harris carrying the ball. We got Harold Harris, number 28, and Howard Harris, which is 49. '49 is Howard Harris. Harold Harris is 28. And so the penalty, illegal motion against the Lawrence Lions, and once again, a big penalty has hurt them here in the first half of football action of the state championship game. So the ball is going to be at about the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Clock is running. 6 minutes, 28 seconds. We have a slot man here to the near side. Comes Stitham. One man back. Back goes Ballard to throw. Lob pass out here to the flat. It's complete and hammered down immediately. Jason Glassnap comes up with it. And Maurice Benson plays some outstanding defense now. Comes up with a big stick, and it forces another punt for the Lawrence Lions. So what we expected in a rock'em sock'em football game for the state championship is underway, as running on is Mickey Kimball late. Here's the snap. And a kick by Bowen is upfield. It bounces at the 35, takes a Lawrence bounce at the 30, inside the 30, rolls down to the 25, to the 24, and his roll's dead. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Indians. Get the football. 5 minutes, 37 seconds, and a drizzly rain coming down here which is going to make that ball a lot more slick and hard to handle as this morning and as we get into the afternoon wears on. The weatherman, unfortunately, has predicted exactly what was going to happen. And it's a handoff. Up the middle, jumping over one tackler and gets it up to about the 30 goes Wilson, taking the snap from Roy Stone. So it's what you might expect in a Rock'em Sock'em, as we said, football game. Nothing out of the ordinary, just blocking and tackling so far, and field position. And it was Manhattan getting that field position on Maurice Benson, 5-yard run to lead the ball game by a score of 6-0. Inside 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Both ends in tight for the Manhattan Indians. Split backfield. Stone takes the handoff and gives it to Benson. Breaks out to the 30. Might go. He's at the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. One man to beat at the 10. He dives and he stops him at the 2-yard line. Oh, what a nice run by the outstanding running back Maurice Benson. Got to the outside. And a touchdown saving tackle as Benson with a tremendous run all the way to the 1-yard line. Where it'll be first and goal to go for the 69-yard run by Benson. A big 69-yard run by Benson comes with 4:40 to play here in the first half. And that electrifies the Manhattan crowd as they might sense with their outstanding defense today that this might be their day against the Lawrence Lions. A timeout has been called by Lawrence as they're at the 1-yard line to get everything organized for this big play. Benson got a block, got to the outside, and was brought down at the 1-yard line. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the first half of football action. It's 6-0 with the Manhattan Indians just 1 yard away from tacking on their second touchdown. But with these weather conditions, that's why Coach Lou Lane is out there making sure everybody knows what's going to happen here, because the chances of fumbling a football have increased as the time of this football game continues. So Roy Stone having some discussions with the coaching staff. And this is where it really tests a big Lawrence Lion, 2-time defending state champions at the 1-yard line. Manhattan fans are up and roaring. Split backfield. Stone, the quarterback. The snap. The handoff. Wilson. Touchdown. Greg Wilson on a 1-yard run. Wilson dives off the left side, and it's 12-0. And let's see if Manhattan goes for 2 as Wilson on a 1-yard run for the touchdown at the 4:37 mark. And it looks like Manhattan will go for 2 points as they lead it by a score of 12-0. The big 69-yard run from scrimmage by Maurice Benson. The big blow to the Lawrence Lions. Out of the huddle they come. Doug Klinginger, the 200-pound senior, over the ball. Stone for the 2-point conversion. Split backfield. Fakes a handoff. Rolls out, looks for some help. Now he's going to try to go for his help. He dives forward, and he got it. Great effort by Roy Stone, the quarterback for the Manhattan Indians. Scores, and it's 14-0 after the 2-point, 76 yards in 3-play scoring drive for the Manhattan Indians. We'll be back with their kickoff in a moment.
Time of possession, 1 minute exactly. Sean Stewart to kick off for Manhattan. Beat to receive for the Lions, number 22, Charlie Cohen.
Stewart to do the kicking for the Manhattan Indians, leading 14-0. Bowen back for Lawrence. As electrifying 69-yard run, or almost, yes, a 69-yard run down to the 1-yard line has powered Manhattan to a lead, and slipping on the turf goes Bowen as he goes down at about the 28-yard line. So the Lawrence Lions have known this before, having their backs to the wall, and you know they'll come out scrapping now as they trail in the ball game 14-0 with 4:33 to play here in the first half.
13 yards by Bowen.
Bowen returns the ball 13 yards up to the 28-yard line. First down and 10. As this defense has just been outstanding by the Manhattan Indians. split backfield. Greg Ballard takes a snap, rolls, looking for a pass, has a man incomplete. Intended for Bowen as he was held up. And it'll bring second down and 10 yards to go from the 28-yard line. So the Lions trying to open it up a little bit, trying to get back in the ball game. 4:17 to play here in the first half. They trail it 14-0. The Manhattan Indians leading the Lawrence Lions, trying to win their first 6A state championship. They have one state championship under their belt back in when it was in the 4A. Lawrence High School, the largest high school enrollment in the state of Kansas. And now a timeout has been called by Greg Ballard. A timeout called by the Lions. Manhattan leads it 14-0. We'll be back in a moment. Back to state championship football game action. The Lions have it second down and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They have a slot man here to the near side. Ballard looks, throws out the flats, got Bowen wide open. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, he might go all the way. 10, 5, touchdown Lawrence. A penalty flag down. Lawrence, fans love it as Bowen goes 72 yards. The penalty apparently is going to be against Manhattan, and it will stand. Lawrence really giving a big cheer now. And a penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, and just like that, lightning has struck. A tremendous throw over the middle, and Bowen picks him up and lays him down. What a gamer is Bowen as he takes the touchdown throw and goes 72 yards. Now the extra point kick will be attempted by Patton. Jason Patton for important PAT. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is perfect. Timeout on the field with 4:07 to play in the first half in this electrifying humdinger of a state championship game. It's the Lawrence Lions getting on the board on a 72-yard pass play, and it's 14-7. We'll be back with the Lawrence kickoff in a moment.
Against Manhattan on that scoring play is marked off kickoff. So Lions will kick from the Indians.
All right, a pass interference call was on that Bowen 72-yard bomb from Greg Ballard, and it's assessed on the penalty. The ball, the kickoff is going to be from the 45. Look for an onside. I think Coach Bill Freeman might go for the onside here. Now it's down the field it goes. And it is taken at about the 6-yard line. Trying to get on, slipping once again on that slick turf, and falling down here with Bruce Brose. So Brosey, the 155-pound senior, is knocked down, and now Bill Lawrence, who just moments ago were out of the ball game at 14-0, gets 72-yard pass play and are right back in it at 14-7 as we're inside 4 minutes to play in the first half of the 6A state championship game. Coming in late to the huddle is Roy Stone, the quarterback. So now momentum might have switched over to the far side and hammered down is Greg Wilson. And the Lawrence Lions fans love it as they have a lot to cheer about here in the closing minutes of the first half. As the ball is going to be at the 19-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They give him across to the 20. They put the officials trying to keep that ball dry. Is it at the 21-yard line? It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. 3 minutes, 19 seconds to play here in the first half. And now we have an official's timeout about something. One of the players is going off the field right now for the Lawrence Lion, apparently with an equipment problem. and that's Dennis Hickey, the 185-pound senior. And so now the clock will continue to run. Stone, the quarterback. Split backfield. Into the quick pitch, back to Wilson. Wilson trying to get the outside, is hemmed in and knocked down. Hickey coming back into the lineup for the Lawrence Lions. 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Lawrence would love to get their hands on that football once more before the end of this half. As their defense is digging in, it's going to be third down and about 6 yards to go. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to play here in the first half. Clock is running. As coming in late is Toby Marks, the 170-pound senior, with the play to Roy Stone, the junior, at 160 pounds. Lawrence Lion fans coming up and roaring here for a big defensive charge on third down. Stone rolls out to pass. Now tucks the ball inside and is knocked down as he gets to about the 22-yard line. Defense here today on the running game. The passing game for Lawrence has been tremendous on a 72-yard bomb right over the middle to Charlie Bowen from Greg Ballard, and they have stopped the Manhattan Indians, undefeated on the season. And now Charlie Bowen goes back to receive the punt from Sean Stewart. Sean Stewart standing back at his 15-yard line. It's a good snap, big rush, and they say there was no penalty as it's going to be Bowen. Bowen gets to the 50-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Over the 48-yard line, good field position for Lawrence. So they said he was blocked into the kicker that time, and there was no roughing the kicker. So Lawrence, who's overcome some penalties and bad field position here in the first half, have the ball at the Manhattan 48-yard line with 1 minute and 46 seconds to play here in the first half. And they only went 2 plays on 72 yards the last time they had their hands on the football. Lawrence fans are excited. Ballard, the quarterback, takes the snap, drops straight back. Looking, setting up a screen over the middle, and it's a nice screen and hammered down at the 46-yard line. Great defense in there. And once again, coming up with the big defensive stop was Blake Kaus. Kaus, the 185-pound senior, saved the day for Manhattan as a short gain on the play as they had the screen set up over the middle at the 46-yard line. Clock running, 1 minute, 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Indians lead 14-7 here in the state championship game. Split backfield. Flankers here to the near side with a slot man. Stitham goes in motion, and now jumping across the line, a penalty flag is thrown as coming across the line for Manhattan, and that was Brandon Grubbs, and legal procedure. And now Coach Bill Freeman out there wants to talk to the referees about something. He's not happy about this at all. And a timeout has been called by the Lawrence Lions with 1 minute and 5 seconds to play here in the first half of the state championship game. It's Manhattan 14 and the Lions 7 back in a moment. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you go. A minute 5 to play here in the first half. Strong eye formation here, split backfield here to the near side, and it is a reverse crisscross hit and drop. Manhattan was waiting for that play. Manhattan was waiting for that one as Scott Stitham, the 165-pound senior, on the crisscross coming back here to the near side, was hammered for a loss on the play. Timeout by Lawrence. Will keep it here. 14-7 the score, and Indians lead in the ball game by 7 as the drizzling rain continues here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Kansas. 56 seconds to play here in the first half as Coach Bill Freeman and his staff come up with some kind of a play to get things going here. It'll be third down and long yardage to go. Manhattan, who had stuffed Lawrence for most of the first half, let a big one get away from him over the middle as Bowen goes 72 yards on the touchdown throw from Ballard, and the PAT kick by Patton was good, and Lawrence climbs back into the ball game at 14-7. So they go to their bag of tricks and try a reverse crisscross. It didn't work as Manhattan's defensive interior line were waiting for him. So here we go. The crowd gets up once again It's third down and 14 yards to go. I formation this time. Fake and quick pitch into the backfield. Now he's throwing downfield. It's a flutter ball. It's incomplete. Stitham's crisscross pass intended down here for Jason Glassnap, the senior, is incomplete, so it'll be fourth down, and Manhattan comes up with a big charge here. 49 seconds to play here in the first half, and it'll be Tom Thamert back along with Benson down around the 15-yard line. Bowen to do the kicking. Bowen standing about his 33-yard line. A 14-7 state championship game. Here's the snap. It's now Bowen's going to run it. Run it. He's to the 50. He's to the 45, 40, 35, 30, still on his feet, 25 to the 23-yard line. Charlie Bowen with a big play for the Lawrence Lions and never count them out. The Lawrence Lions, Charlie Bowen doing it all for the Lawrence Lions. Fakes the punt, comes here to the near side. And Manhattan was faked out. And the ball is going to be at the 22-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lawrence Lions with 39 seconds to play here in the half. The Lawrence Lions, Mickey Kimball into the lineup. Lions fans really loving the way their Lions are playing football. They're jacked up. They're at the 22-yard line. Fake handoff. That's a fumble. It's loose on the turf. And it is picked up by the Manhattan fans as they go for their team as they come up with a fumble. As Stitham has it stripped out of his hands as they tried to crisscross. And Manhattan dodges a big bullet with 32 seconds to play in the half. So we've had an action-packed first half. We've had some great plays, and Charlie Bowen has really provided an electrifying play here with catching a touchdown pass and then a big run on fourth down, faking the punt, coming here to the near side. Stone brings his football club up to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds to play here in the half. And he just takes a quarterback sneak up the middle, up to the 32-yard line, and that'll be the end of the first half. And then it's up Bennett Dandy at the end of the first half in the state championship game 1988 here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium of the University of Kansas. The two powers of the state, the two-time defending state champions, are back in it. Manhattan striking to lead by a score of 14-7. Let's take a look at the scoring and how it went. It was field position in the first quarter as the penalties hurt the Lawrence Lions, and driving the ball from the Lawrence Lion 35-yard line into the north end zone, capped Benson on a 5-yard TD run. Maurice Benson, the kick was no good, off to the left side with 5:01 to go in the first quarter, and it was a 7-0 lead for the Manhattan Indians. Then a tremendous run down the near sideline by these great running backs on both ball clubs. Maurice Benson, 69 yards, was knocked down at the 1-yard line on the very next play. Wilson carried it across on the left side on a 1-yard run, and with 4:37 left to go in the first half, it was 14-0 as Stone run in a 2-point PAT just inside the marker on the far side. Then, just 30 seconds later on the second play of the drive, from the 28-yard line, a pass over the middle from Greg Ballard, the 180-pound senior, to this outstanding running back who was the hero of last year's state championship game. Charlie Bowen goes 72 yards for a touchdown, and it was 7 points on the board as the PAT kick by Patton was good, and it closed with a lot of excitement at the end of the first half. But we've got a dandy here at halftime. The score is the Manhattan Indians 14, the two-time defending state champions, the Lawrence Lions 7. We'll be back with the kickoff of the second half after this timeout. Stadium, campus of the University of Kansas. We're just about set for the second half of the 1988 state championship football game here on Thanksgiving weekend. The Lawrence Lions rallying back for a touchdown to bring it to a 14-7 margin as Manhattan leading by a touchdown and an extra point here at the halftime break. Bill Stallard on hand as we get ready for the second half as the Manhattan football team under Coach Lou Lane had possession of the football to start the ball game. The Lawrence Lions will defend the north goal here in the second half as the rain continues to come down. It looks like it's mixed with a little bit of sleet and a little bit of snow out there right now. As it looks like the temperature has gone down as the umbrellas and the extra covering that these great fans from Manhattan High School and Lawrence High School have come out here to support their great football teams here in the 6A state championship game. So it ought to be a humdinger here in the second half. The first half was exciting, big plays, great defense, and it should be the same here in the second half as both ball clubs come to the sidelines. The Lawrence Lions come out onto the football field as they send Bowen back deep to receive the kickoff, and that is big snowflakes coming down out of the sky here, and I mean big wet snowflakes here at Memorial Stadium. The white-clad Manhattan High School Indians with 24 minutes left to play get ready to kick it off from the 40-yard line and defend the south goal. Break huddle, and they're ready to go. Back deep. Bowen. He's done everything for the Lawrence Lions. And here comes Stewart's kick. It's end over end, and it's going to be Charlie Bowen at the 19-yard line to the 25, 30. Dodges one tackler, 35 to the 36-yard line before he's knocked off his feet. Charlie Bowen punts. He catches the ball. He takes the ball back, and now he's getting up slowly. What a competitor the 170-pound senior is for Lawrence High School as he walks back slowly to the Lawrence Lions huddle. And Charlie is shaken up a little bit on the play, and he's going to come out. Greg Ballard, the 180-pound senior, who hooked up with Charlie Bowen on that touchdown throw of 72 yards in the first half. Big snowflakes coming out of the sky as we get ready for the second half. Handoff to the man to the outside, goes to the 41-yard line. Carrying the football goes Howard Harris, the 181-pound junior, locks his way around the left side of the end and takes it up to the 42-yard line. A nice gain on the play as Lawrence tries to rally back in the state championship game. They've won the last two state championships, winning last year in a real dogfight, 17-12 over the undefeated Indians. Same scenario this year, the undefeated Indians against the Lions. The Lions have only lost twice to the Indians since World War II. Split backfield for Ballard. The snap, the handoff, trying to get Kimball to the outside, and he's wrestled down at the 44-yard line and knocked out of bounds. 50-50 pursuit over there. Rain mixed with snow right here in Lawrence for the state championship second half. 14-7, the Indians lead it. 10 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's third down and short. 2 yards to go. Ends in tight. A slot man here to the near side. And it's a handoff, and short of the first down, it looks like, as Manhattan has stopped Kimball shy of the first down at the 41-yard line. Let's see if Bill Freeman decides to punt the ball away at the wind at his back here in this overcast gray day as we're in the afternoon now of the state championship game starting at 11 a.m. here on this Saturday, the last Saturday in November. Next year, the state championship games will be played the week before Thanksgiving as the season starts earlier, so it'll be a little bit shy as Charlie Bowen comes back in. He punts, he returns kickoffs, he catches passes, he plays defense. Charlie Bowen does it all for the Lawrence Lions. And the ball's going to be at the 41-yard line, just a little bit shy of a first down. And Lawrence Lions comes out of it, they're going to go for it. Now they throw the football off to the side, and they're ready to go with the official football has been played. and tries to roll the dice, and they come up snake eyes on him on that time. Roy Stone is the quarterback. Doug Cleninger, the 200-pound senior center. Split backfield with a flanker man. Here to the near side. Brosey throwing a home run ball. Brosey down in. Knocked down on a great defensive job at about the 17-yard line. Fine defensive play by the Lawrence Lions. Coming in there is Doug Stidham, the 165-pound senior down there, as they tried to go to Bruce Brosey, the 155-pound senior, as they came out throwing on a home run ball from Roy Stone to start this first possession of the second half, and it goes for naught. Good defense by the Lawrence Lions in the dark uniforms, dark headgear. Here comes Manhattan with that big M on the side of their headgear. Split backfield, handoff, trying to get to the outside and knocked down at the 45-yard line as Lawrence comes up with a big stop on Greg Wilson, the 175-pound senior. 9 minutes and 39 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Manhattan leading 14-7. Outstanding crowd from Manhattan and Lawrence in today's attendance for the state championship game. The ball resting at the 45-yard line. Out over center comes Cleninger. Flankers right and left this time. Split backfield. Stone, option play. Pitches out here to the near side, trying to go, and brought down on a nice tackle. Number 3 brings Benson down. And Dennis Hickey comes up with a big stop. And a flag coming down, and let's see what this is going to be called for. Face mask against the Lawrence Lions, and another major penalty. So it'll be a first down for the Manhattan Indians. The penalties cost Lawrence in the early part of the first quarter. And so the penalty is going to be assessed and brings that ball all the way down to the Lawrence Lion 28-yard line. So Bill Freeman gambling on fourth down, gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage for his Lions football team. And now the ball is down at the 28-yard line. Split backfield for the Manhattan Indians. And there's a handoff to Benson. Benson is knocked down as he gets down to about the 26-yard line. Short gain on the play off the right side. Maurice Benson with a big 69-yard run that led to a touchdown in the second quarter in today's state championship game. Bucks for some hard yards off the right side. 8 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 14-7 the score. Indians on top. They send a flanker far to the right side this time. And now somebody jumps off sides, I believe, from Manhattan, and this will cost them 5 yards. So Manhattan, as the skies are lightening up here at Memorial Stadium. I don't know if some of the snow has decided to, it's still raining, but it looks like it's a lot brighter here at Memorial Stadium. So that'll be 5 yards against the Indians, who lead in the ball game by a score 14-7, 8:28 to play here in the third quarter. And so the ball's back to the 31-yard line. Into the ball game comes Brosey with the play. And Brosey is going to be flanked out this time, or is he going to stay in tight? He's going to be out to the right side short. And it's a option play. Stone looks downfield, outsides the throw, and it's picked off by Lawrence at about the 7-yard line, or 12-yard line. Stidham comes up with a big defensive stop. Number 7, Scott Stidham. And so Lawrence comes up with a big turnover, stops the drive by the Manhattan Indians, and they have possession of the ball at the 12-yard line, make it the 13, first down and 10. So Lawrence gets a big break on a fine defensive play by Scott Stidham. And they send a flanker here to the near side. Dennis Hickey, a slot man here to the near side. High formation for Greg Ballard. And it's a handoff to the up man. And he breaks through all the way up to the 20-yard line. Goes Howard Harris, the 181-pound junior. Picking up good yardage. And so now Lawrence, after a fine defensive stop, after a gambling on their first possession here in the third quarter, have possession of the ball in the rain at the 20-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 3 yards to go. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lawrence trails by 7 points. Straight across on the offensive line. Split backfield, and now we have another penalty. And boy, you just wonder at this stage of the ball game what big penalty is going to be the factor in the ball game, as we have had all kinds of penalties by two football teams playing for the 1988 state championship. This will be 5 yards, back to about the 15. So just when Lawrence seems to be clicking on all cylinders, something happened. Same thing with Manhattan, as they had a costly penalty. And the intercepted pass. The Stone tried to throw downfield, and it was picked off by Stidham. We have a flanker going out to the far left side with a slot man. That's Jason Glassnap. High formation, handoff, and nice tackle. Coming under is Grubbs. Grubbs with a tremendous play as he knocks the ball carrier down at about the 15-yard line. It'll bring up third down and long yardage to go for the Lawrence Lions. As the substitutions come into the ball game, here comes Scott Stitham back into the ball game. As the play is going to be in, Greg Ballard gives it to his teammates, the senior quarterback for the Lions. They send the flankers out. Glassnap and Stitham are flanked out to the left side. The snap. Ballard rolls left, has time. Now lobs a pass out into the secondary and threw it away. So it'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down and long yardage to go, and it'll be a punting situation. And Stamert and Benson go deep at the 50-yard line. So Manhattan should get good field position for their second possession here in the second half. Charlie Bowen standing back at his goal line. Dangerous territory. Good snap. Bowen gets a kick up to Benson, and Benson signals for a fair catch at the 43-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. So they started their last possession at the 45-yard line. They get 2 yards better this time at the 43-yard line. Lou Lane, the head coach, trying to win the state championship. As we mentioned, the Manhattan won the 4A championship back in 1974. Here's a handoff. Benson bucks his way to the 39-yard line. Roy Stone, the quarterback, a junior for the Manhattan Indians, has 327 yards of passing coming into the state championship game, 24-34. The last time he threw, it was an interception by the Lawrence Lions. Lawrence winning their semifinal game by an 8-0 shutout of Shawnee Mission East, held them to 139 yards. The ball at the 39, handoff goes to Wilson, and Wilson is knocked down as he gets down about the 37-yard line. So a lot of head knocking going on there in that football game that you're seeing below us right now. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Snowflakes intermixed with a little bit of sleet and a little bit of, might call slush, coming out of the sky here at the moment on the turf of Memorial Stadium, University of Kansas, 1988 state championship game. Stone looks over the defense, takes the snap. Quick pitch to Wilson. Wilson doesn't get a block as he slipped down and slips at about the 36-yard line, so it'll be fourth down. Let's see what Lou Lane comes up with now. And Lou makes the indication on the sideline to punt it away. Last year, the Manhattan High School Indians were ranked in the top 25 teams in the nation in high school football and went down 17-12 in the state championship. The year before, Lawrence won it again. A low snap, and Stewart's kick comes upfield, it bounces down and goes out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, down around the 8. And a fine kick by the Manhattan High School punter, Sean Stewart, 180-pound senior. And so it's a field position football game here in the second half, and Lawrence has been pinned down twice, down deep in their territory after the intercepted pass the last time. They had it on the 12 or 13-yard line. This time they're going to get possession of it inside their own 10-yard line. They send a flanker out here to the near side and also to the far side. Ballard looks like he's audibilizing at the line of scrimmage. Single backfield man, fakes a pass, now throws it out into the flat, and it's complete for short yardage. Bill Doolin coming up with the reception. Bill Doolin, 183-pound senior, takes Ballard's pass, and the ball is across the 10 up to about the 12.5-yard line, make it a 13. A personal foul against the Manhattan Indians, and that's their first personal foul penalty of the ball game. Lawrence had one in the opening part of the first quarter. Rain continues to fall here at Lawrence. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to play in the third quarter of the state championship game, 14-7, and this will give the Lawrence Lions better field position in a first down out to the 27-yard line. So a break for the Lions. The ball at the 27-yard line, first down at 10. Straight across on the offensive line, everybody in tight. Quick pitch into the backfield, trying to get to Kimball. Kimball's got it. He can get to the outside, 35. And he picks up a first down as he's knocked out of bounds on the far side up near the 39-yard line. Mickey Kimball, who didn't play last week because of an injury, has got it out to the 39-yard line as it's very close to the first down as those yard marker guys were getting out of the way over there. First down up to the 39-yard line. So the Lions trying to get back in the ball game. They trail by 7, 14-7. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. In the rain at Lawrence for the 1988 state championship. There's the snap, the handoff, and still struggling for yardage. Might have got a yard up to the 1. Carrying it was Howard Harris, and he gets a hard yard off the left side to the 40-yard line. You just get the feeling that another big play is about to happen in this football game. We had 2 exciting big plays in the first half with Maurice Benson going 69 yards on a run that is knocked down at the 1-yard line. And Charlie Bowen on that 72-yard reception from Greg Ballard. The snap, Ballard drops the throw. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Intended downfield by Bill Doolin. No pass interference on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Stops the clock, 3:45 to play in the third quarter. So Doolin tries to go over the middle, the same as Charlie Bowen, but the pass is kind of a rainbow down there a little too far as the drizzly rain continues. Mickey Kimball flanked far to the right side. 3rd and 9 for Lawrence. The snap, Ballard drops. Being rushed. Now lobs it up and throws it away. So it'll be 4th down. It's incomplete as Ballard throws it away. Damert and Benson drop back at about the Manhattan 25-yard line to take Charlie Bowen's kick. It's been field position here in the second half. No big plays, just keeping it close to the vest. Intercepted pass. A turnover that cost Manhattan in their first drive. Here's a good kick by Bowen. Comes upfield. Damert at the 22-yard line. Tries to get to the outside, and he's got some running room. 25, 30, still on his feet to the 35, and knocked out of bounds, and a penalty flag is thrown as he's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line right down below us, right in front of the Manhattan bench, and they're all over the officials as the yellow flags come. Let's see what this is going to be. The official is talking to the side judge here. Face mask against the Lawrence Lions, and so Manhattan will get the benefit of this penalty. So it's been a penalty-plagued state championship game, 1988, and they'll mark it off where he went out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. So this should take the ball into Lawrence Lion territory once again for the Manhattan Indians, as they've had their third possession here in the third quarter, all in Lion territory. And so that ball is going to be up at the 46-yard line, first down and 10. So Manhattan has had the ball at the 43, the 45, and now the 46-yard line to start drives here in the third quarter. They hold a 14-7 lead as they send a flanker to the far side, Jason Gallagher. Split backfield. And it's a handoff up the middle, breaks up to the 20 and hammed down at the 41-yard line. So Thomas Randolph, 160-pound senior, carrying the football. 3 minutes and 9 seconds now to play here in the third quarter. Gallagher comes out, going back into the lineup for the 6A Manhattan Indians is Jared Meek, 160-pound senior. Flanked out to the far side, split backfield, and a handoff goes here to Benson. Benson still on his feet down to about the 31, 36-yard line. Check that, that's going to be Randolph. Randolph, the carrier. Benson is over on the bench. We see him down there. And they're going to take a timeout for a measurement. Benson and Wilson talking to the coaching staff down there as we have this measurement. Big crowd here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium for the state championship game. It's 14-7 on the scoreboard. Manhattan scoring in the first quarter and scoring in the second quarter. Here they stretch the change down there. The official looks down. It is a first down for the Manhattan Indians. Roy Stone directing traffic at quarterback for the Manhattan Indians. Talks to Lou Lane as Jason Gallagher goes in with the play. Roy Stone gives the play to his teammates. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Now an official timeout. The officials getting onto some fans, unbelievably have a whistle that they've been tooting, which is, of course, something you don't do because you need the whistle just from the officials. There is a handoff, and it's the first ball carrier, and he's inside that 35-yard line.
Ball carrier number 36,
Burnett, the 175-pound junior, carried the ball. Second down and 6 yards to go. Split backfield. Stone hands off to Burnett. Burnett is down to the 26-yard line. And this could really put on some pressure on the defending two-time state champion Lawrence Lions if Manhattan's able to push this one in. As we mentioned, the second half has been ball possession and grinded out field position here as Lou Lane taking advantage of it as he sends into the ball game. Right now, Jason Gallagher gives the play to Stone. 1 minute and 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. Everybody in tight this time. Here's the snap, and it's Burnett. Burnett is knocked down as he gets to the 24-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Maurice Benson, the 180-pound senior, staying on the bench right now. As Lou Lane with a multitude of backs he can go to has the ball at the 24-yard line, first down and 10. Lawrence trying to dig in. Quick pitch here to the backfield. Trying to move it inside down to the 15, to the 10, to the 8-yard line. A big run by the Lawrence line. Defense can't come up with it. Carrying that football, Thomas Randolph. Randolph taking it for 16 yards at the 8. First and goal. Trying to drive it into the north end zone. A fumble. And it's into the midair, and coming up with it is Stone, and he lunges forward for a couple of hard-earned yards to the 6-yard line. into the lineup for the Manhattan Indians. Comes Jared Meek. Meek into the lineup, and he's going to be flanked out to the right side, way out to the right side. The ball down at the 6-yard line. Pitch here to the near side and knocked down at the 5 or 6-yard line. There's a big scramble down there. Hickey coming up with a big stop for the Lawrence Lions, as trying to go was Thomas Randolph, the 160-pound senior. So it's 3rd down and 5 yards to go for a Manhattan High School touchdown. They scored from the 5 in the first quarter on a Benson 5-yard run. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They won't get another play off, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter of the state championship game. Manhattan leading 14-7. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes in a moment. The ball's on the 5-yard line, 3rd and 5. Lawrence Lions fans trying to get their kids up, same way for Manhattan. Big 3rd down play. There's a handoff and diving to the 3-yard line, and there might be a fumble on the play. Burnett has it jarred loose. We'll wait and see if the officials call it. They're jumping around. And apparently Manhattan has recovered on a 4th down. Lawrence kids were jumping up and down like they caused a fumble. And so now, here comes the field goal team, apparently. A field goal is going to be tried by the Manhattan Indians from the 12-yard line. A 22-yard field goal. Timeout has been called by Manhattan. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Manhattan leads by a score of 14-7, and we'll be back with their kick in a moment. Sophomore Brett Postel will try the 22-yard field goal. The snap. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Wide left. Postel's kick is no good from 22 yards. And Lawrence is held, and they will get possession of the football at the 20-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. So Lawrence dodges a big bullet because they would have had to score twice in order to get back in the football game. And now they're 80 yards away from the tying touchdown. They scored going to the north. Let's see if they can do it here in the 4th quarter to tie this ball game up. Flanker here to the near side. Flash snap. The handoff. Up the middle. And it's the running back trying to get some yards. Harold Harris, the junior, 176-pounder, squirms up the middle for a few yards. 14-7, a 7-point difference in the state championship game, 1988, and the clock moves. And it's getting darker and grayer here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium as the rain continues to fall. Lawrence fans trying to get their kids up. Split backfield. The snap to Ballard. And it's a handoff and going nowhere. As Harris is knocked down for next to no gain at all. That'll bring up 3rd down and long yardage to go for the Lawrence Lions. We're just underway in the 4th and final quarter. He lost a yard. Now an official's timeout once again. Stopping the clock with 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Lawrence scored on a 72-yard touchdown bomb from Ballard to Bowen with 4:07 left in the first half. The 2 scores for the Manhattan Indians came with 4:37 to go in the second quarter on a Wilson 1-yard run and 5:01 to play in the first quarter on a Benson 5-yard run. 3rd and 9 for the 21. Straight drop. Way back. Rush. Ballard looks downfield and throws it away incomplete. A championship game, 14-7, as the emotion and the tenseness continues to build here in a tight ball game for the state championship. Let's see what the official's saying. Ineligible receiver downfield for the, and that's the loss of down, and so they'll take the penalty and they'll have to punt it away as Coach Bill Freeman trying to get something to get another score against the Manhattan Indians. They declined it, and it'll be fourth down. Charlie Bowen standing down about his 7 or 8 yard line. Thamert and Benson back at about the 45 yard line. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Bowen is waiting for another flag and see what this is all about. Charlie Bowen has run out of this formation in the first half. Illegal procedure against the Lions. That'll move them back 5 more yards. So the Lions have been hit heavy and often today with penalties. And Coach Bill Freeman, so the ball's going to be back to the 16-yard line, and this puts more pressure on Charlie Bowen as he's going to stand back inside his 5-yard line. Here's the snap. He follows the ball. Now gets a spiraling kick upfield, a good one. And back to the 45-yard line. Benson still on his feet, and he's still, and there's another penalty flag thrown as he's knocked down at his 45-yard line. So we've had yellow flag after yellow flag here in 1988. You could paint the Jayhawks beat with all of the yellow flags that we've had here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Kansas. And apparently this might be a clip or an illegal block. It is clipping, and that'll cost them 15 yards. And so with the ball at the 16-yard line, Lawrence is going to come out of this one with a good one as it's going to be moved way back. As the ball is going to be from the 45, should be all the way down to about the 30-yard line. And they're going to put it at the 31-yard line. So it'll be at the 31-yard line. So Lawrence trying to stop Manhattan here, get good field position, and get their hands on the football. On the other hand, the young men from Manhattan High School want to hang on to that football and run some time off that clock and get in for the clinching score. Split backfield. And it's a handoff. And it's Benson. And Benson is knocked down as he gets to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards on the play. 9 minutes, 14 seconds to play here in the state championship game. 14-7 on the scoreboard. Stone, the quarterback, as coming into the ball game is Toby Marks. The line of scrimmage, the 34-yard line. Split backfield. There's a quick pitch. Trying to go over here to the near side, crunching his way, and getting about the 38-yard line is Benson. And Benson is knocked down. Rains let up a little bit here at Memorial Stadium. The Manhattan cheerleaders trying to get their football crowd kept up as Manhattan High School with 8:21 left. Lots of time left in this state championship game. Lawrence trying to dig in on 3rd and 3. The ball on the near hash mark. At the 38-yard line. The snap. The fake handoff. And then buried is the big quarterback Roy Stone. And a big defensive stop in there. Coming in for Lawrence. Number 9. Bowen. Bowen in with the big stop. And so now it's 4th down and Lawrence is going to get their hands on the ball. Dangerous Charlie Bowen goes back. The kicker to kick it away will be Sean Stewart. Sean Stewart standing back at his 22-yard line. And so that big penalty really hurt. There's the rush and the kick, and now we have another penalty flag down. This is something else when you're in the 6A state championship game. You would think that the penalties wouldn't be a factor, but that's what it has. Illegal procedure against the Manhattan Indians, and that's going to cost them 5 more yards, and even a better opportunity for the Lawrence Lions to try to get back into the end zone and tie this football game up. The ball is going to be at the 31-yard line. So both coaches have got to be pulling their hair out with all these penalties. Clock running, 7:25. Low snap, big rush, and a good kick by Stewart. And it's taken by Bowen, and he slides on that wet turf for about 2 yards, but he is able to handle it. And so Lawrence will have the ball at their own 33-yard line, first down and 10. 7 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the state championship. The red and black of Lawrence High School has won the last 2 state championships. Will this be the drive that has them an opportunity to tie or take the lead? Their crowd is behind them. Manhattan crowd getting up, because it's all on the line right now. Power I formation to the near side. Quick pitch. And knocked down is Mickey Kimball. At about the 33-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go. Loss of the play of about a half a yard. Second down and about 10.5 yards to go for a first down. Lawrence trying to figure out something against this Manhattan defense. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the ball game. The snap, the crisscross fake. Kimball takes it up and is hit hard. Rossi and Grubbs in on this tackle. And so Lawrence trying to do a little bit of fancy crisscrossing. 6:19 to go in the ball game. Find themselves at 3rd and 8 at about the 35-yard line. So Lawrence has got to throw it all at him right now. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. The snap, the quick pitch. Now trying to run downfield. A lob pass incomplete as Kimball is really hit hard, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown. And let's see what it is. And Kimball is really hurt around about the 23-yard line. And I think it's going to be pass interference. Pass interference has been called against the Manhattan High School Indians. And that'll be a first down for Lawrence, and they'll keep the drive alive. Kimball's up and walking slowly to the sideline for the Lawrence Lions. 6:02 to play in the state championship game, 14-7. Lawrence, as the penalty is going to be marked off. And the ball's at the 50-yard line. First down in midfield for Lawrence. Out of the huddle come the Lions. I formation. The snap. The quick pitch. Knocked in the backfield. A sensational play. What a hit by number 33. Toby Marks shoots through from the side and knocks the ball carrier down for a loss. Back to the 46-yard line. 5 minutes, 43 seconds to play in the ball game. Clock running out now on the Lawrence Lions. They trail 14-7. Manhattan trying to hold on for a state championship 1988. I formation. Stitham out to the far side. Option play. Trying to go. Cutting back inside is Ballard. He reverses his field. He's at the 50, the 45. He's on his feet to the 40, and a great block. And he's got a first down. A broken play, and Ballard turns it into something. And the Lawrence magic continues as they pick up a first down at the 40-yard line. Ballard was hemmed in. Looked like he was going to be dropped for a loss. Reverses his field. Got a good block and is down to the 40, to the 39-yard line for a first down. What a state championship game we got going here. Lawrence Lions took possession of this ball at their own 32-yard line. Now they're at the 39-yard line of Manhattan. The clock ticks to 5:09. Both crowds are up. They know what this means. It's all the marbles. It's right on the line here. The snap to Ballard. The option play right. Looks, cuts out, and is knocked down at the 40-yard line. A large yard. Loss in the play. It'll bring up second. great tradition in Kansas high school football, along with Manhattan. Manhattan undefeated on the season. Lawrence has lost once. Identical same situation last year. And Lawrence was able to pull it out. And now we're down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the state championship game. 2nd and 11. A handoff. No, it was a fake handoff. Faked me out. And the ball carrier, the quarterback kept the ball and is thrown for a loss back to the 44-yard line. So a mix-up in the backfield. Greg Ballard is thrown for a loss. So Grubbs, there's been a big defensive stalwart all game long, makes another fine play. And it's 3rd down, and this might be the play for the state championship right here. On 3rd and long, you know that Bill Frame and his staff will go for it on 4th down. They're in 2-down territory. And so with 4 minutes and 1 second to play in the state championship game, Manhattan clinging to a 14-7 lead here in the drizzle and the dreary conditions here at Lawrence Memorial Stadium. The University of Kansas, the site of the 6A and the 4A state championship games here on this Saturday afternoon, the last Saturday in November. So both teams talking about this play. 3rd down and 14 yards to go. You figure that Lawrence will try to put the ball in the air. They've been successful on one big pass play, but the one play that they have not been is on the option. See what this one's all about. There's about every other play we can count on a flag. Illegal procedure against Lawrence. It'll be 3rd and 19.
Number 5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 19 for
So the ball back to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 19 yards to go. So will Lawrence try to get half of it back? Well, they got to go for the whole thing right here. They got flankers out to the right side. Only one man in the backfield. Ballard rolls, looks, throws out here a lob pass. It's a flutter ball. It is incomplete. Didn't have anything on it. Ballard slow getting up. That'll bring up 4th down. 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So Mark's out there on the defensive play. And Charlie Bowen will go back. Will he kick it one more time for Lawrence High School? Or will he try some kind of a trick play? Taking no chances. Manhattan sending nobody deep this time. The snap. Bowen kicks it upfield. And it bounces inside the 20 to the 15. And it's going to roll dead at the 13-yard line. Where Lawrence defense will be called upon one more time to try to stop Manhattan. Manhattan will try to keep their hands on the football and run out to 3 minutes and 39 seconds for a state championship. Big plays, the difference in the ball game in the first half. And the Maurice Benson 69-yard run really looks big right now in this ball game. Flanker out to the far left side. And now we have an official's timeout. Apparently we're all right. The clock is running. Here is the handoff to Benson. Benson is hammered down as he gets to the 16-yard line. Lou Lane and his coaching staff wanting that clock to run out on Lawrence here and win their first 6A state championship and their first state championship since 1974. 2:55 to play. Clock running. In comes Meek. Toby Marks comes into the ball game. 2nd down and 7. Lawrence trying to dig in, trying to get some field position, get their hands on the football. They trail by 7. Here's a handoff up the middle and hammered down at the 21-yard line. Carrying it is Burnett.
Takes down to the 21-yard line.
Troy Burnett. And the ball is going to be resting at the 21-yard line. And here's the big third down. Right now, Lawrence has got to stop Manhattan right here as we're nearing the 2-minute mark in the state championship game. Lawrence knows it. Manhattan knows it. Here it is. Third down and 2. Stone looks the defense. The snap. The pitch into the backfield. Wilson tries to get it, and he is close to the first down, but he might not have it. Hickey over there for the stop. A minute and 47 yards to go. The clock is stopped. And a timeout has been called by Lawrence. 1:46 to play in a state championship game. We'll be right back. Manhattan, a happy football team. Lou Lane, a happy coach. Bill Freeman loses for the first time to the Manhattan Indians, and for only the third time in Manhattan high school football history have they defeated the Lawrence Lions since World War II. So Lawrence will get the second place runner-up state trophy here in 1988. The state championship goes to the Manhattan Indians in a hard-fought 14-7 win over the Lawrence Lions as they're getting ready for the presentation of the trophy as they continue to build. Well, we keep saying non-participants, but it's hard to do because everybody's celebrating a state championship. Let's see how they do this, where we're going to give the trophy to second place Lawrence as they won the state championship the last 2 years, runner-up this year. This time, Lou Lane brings an undefeated team into Lawrence, and they win it 14-7. We're waiting here as everything changes, settling down. See how this is going to be presented or on the trophies as everybody's in organized disorganization down there to see what they
Participation medals are being presented to the Lawrence Lions and the Lawrence High School cheerleaders. And now the University of Kansas Assistant Athletic Director Floyd Temple presents the Class 6A state second place trophy to Lawrence Lions. Number 83, Bill Dillon. And number 66, Scott Palmer.
So the presentation is being given to the Lawrence Lions.